my fishy peoples, Dubster here. Hope you're having a great day. Today, we're going to be hanging out in the fish room. I've got a lot of work ahead of me today, and I'm actually battling a bit of a cold, so it's probably not the best day to be getting covered in water and fish slime, but anyway, I'm determined to push on through and keep working on this project for my new tanks. So today, I've got to move every single fish I own. Pretty much. The Oscars, these new Oscars won't be moving. The big Pleco in the 8 foot, he won't be moving, but every other single fish, including fish I've got out in the other room that I showed you in a previous video, all the angels and the silver dollars, they'll all be moving today. So the project today is to get these two tanks emptied. Now, I'm probably not going to get it all done today. I've got today and tomorrow if I have to finish off, but at the very least today I'd like to get all the fish out and the tanks basically empty, and I can probably look at just getting the sand and the gravel out tomorrow, but we'll see how we go with that. So yes, all these fish will be moving, and let's have a look what I've got set up down here. I've set up this new fish tank, this new 4 foot that I purchased just as a temporary tank. The big Oscar from here will be going in that tank. I've got these tubs down here that I'll be using, and I'll be putting my tiger shears in those tubs, one in each. They're a bit small to put both of them in one. I don't want them to fight or anything because I've got two males, so I don't want them to beat each other up, so I'll keep them in separate tubs for now. And these fish will probably have to stay in these temporary housings for 3 to 4 weeks before I get everything done. So that's why I've sort of especially made sure I'm giving them, plenty of space. Okay, so the first job I'm going to be doing is this sand. This is Sahara Gold sand. I apologize, it's a bit hard to see. You can see I've taken the hoods off all the tanks. I've got air pumps just sitting on the tanks that normally I just hang off the hoods, so they're sitting on the tanks. A lot of that will be getting broken down today. So my first job, this Sahara Gold sand, I'm not using that in the new tanks, so I don't want to get rid of it. So I've just set up a hose now. It's running to that tank. I'm going to siphon this sand out of here and get it in that 4 foot tank there. So the Oscar's going to have a good old play in a nice thick layer of sand. So yeah, that'll be a way for me to keep it, and then I'll probably end up using that tank instead of the tank I've got my angels in. That one's a bit rough and ready. This is in much better condition, so I'll probably keep this tank and that sand can stay in there. So that's the plan to get started. I've actually made a bit of a list. I like to plan everything out. I've made a bit of a list. I've got a list here of everything I need to get done. Yeah, call me crazy, I know. My missus does. She said, you got to plan everything out step by step. And I said, yes, I do. So I'm going to be cracking through that list. We'll see how far we get, and I'll bring you guys along with me. Let's get started. I'm about 5 hours in now, and I've only crossed 7 things off my list of 22 items. So yeah, I've got a long way to go. Hopefully it'll all start coming together a bit quicker soon. I've had to spend some time cleaning this 8 foot up a bit. I had been neglecting it for a while because I knew this change was happening, so I have neglected it. It needs major clean, but I've just done a quick clean in it, and it's looking terrible now, of course, as you'd expect before the filters start running again. So have a look over here. There's actually gravel everywhere because the big dude, he's not too happy. He kicked up a heap of gravel out of the net. I scooped up gravel trying to catch him, and yeah, it went absolutely everywhere. He's a bit sad. I feel terrible for him. I wish I could get him out of this tank quicker. It was the best I could do. I spent $200 buying this tank just for him. My original plan was to put him in this tank, which is bigger, but I was a bit worried about putting these 3 in that tank, and after they'd been living in this one. So yes, I've chucked this guy in here. Yeah, as you can see, doing a typical Oscar thing and having a bit of a sook But yeah, I do feel really bad for him. His filter's not set up properly. I have got a cycle filter in there that's just running for now, but I am going to hook up a canister to this tank, and I've hooked up one of my canisters from this 6 foot tank. I've hooked up one of those, that canister, to here. It's got 2 canisters. The other one will go onto the 8 foot, and the one that's on the Senegal Bashir tank, that 4 foot tank down there, will go on this Oscar tank. So I've got to do that yet. Shouldn't take too long. The Tiger Bashirs are out, so I'm just filling this tank back up at the moment so I can get it running, and then I can start catching all the fish out of the 6 foot and get them into here. So basically the Senegals will be moving into the Tiger Bashir tank here, which is where they're going to stay. I'm not going to escape it today. I'm just going to chuck all the plants in, all the fish in, and I'll fix it up later. Just about every other fish, all my angels from in the other room will be going into this tank, and all these fish will be going into this tank as a temporary hold until their new tanks are set up. So let's have a look. I don't know if we're going to see anything here. I've just got this bucket of rocks sitting on the lid. These guys, I knew they were big, but catching them out in the net, holy dooly, huge. And you can just see his head sticking out the end of the log there. So they've got a log they can hide in, cycled filter. Not ideal, it's not ideal, but I'm just going to have to manage it as best I can. Let's see if we can see this guy as well. He just got the rocks on, so in case they do come up and slam the lid, I don't think they would open it, but just in case. And we can't see jack shit in that one. So his tail hanging out, no, I can't see him. He must be sitting in the log. So they'll be feeling pretty safe sitting in a log list. They got some sort of protection. And old mate here, look at him. He's a bit sad. Alright, well, I'll keep going and I'll pick up the camera again. Hopefully I don't wait 5 hours this time before I pick it up, and we'll see where I'm at. Alright guys, 4 more hours down, 13 jobs off the list. I'm just draining this tank now to make it easier to catch the fish, so that's my next job, catching all the fish out of here, and I'll let this tank drain right down so I can empty everything else out of it. Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a job catching all these fish, especially all the plecos. I'm going to have to try and catch all the I guess top water or mid water swimming fish, and then try and get all the plecos out. So I've just chucked some of the wood. I just have to fix some of this up. Sorry, the lighting's not the best, but I will get some temporary lights on these tanks when I get time. But yeah, all the angels are in here, the silver dollars. What else is in here? The albino pleco is in here now. There he is, he's down there, the little one. Yeah, what else have I done? I'm not sure from last time. It doesn't seem like I've done a whole lot. I have caught all the fish out of these 2 foot tanks and put them where they're going. So the 3 foot tank out in the other room, it's got the archer fish and a small Oscar in there for now. So I'll show you those in a moment. This fellow is just getting it. Oh, he's taken off there. He was just getting a bit boisterous for that small Oscar. And there's some glass catfish in here, which you will never see. Not in all those plants when it's not with our light on it. Okay, so I'll go and catch all these fish. All this tank space, and they're all down here. When I first put the dollars in here, they were just up and down, up and down. They were just absolutely loving it. Check them out. And those fish will be staying in here. They'll be staying in with the Oscars. And oh, there's a big boy. He's staying in here for now too. So I'll catch all the fish out. We'll see where else I get. I'll try and probably film next time after I get the 4 foot emptied as well. So it's 6 o'clock at night. So I'm hoping I only have to go for another couple of hours, but it'll probably be later than that. Another 4+ hours, and I've had enough for tonight, or for today. It is now almost 10:30. I started at 9 o'clock this morning. I started removing the sand. I just said, nah, that's it. I've got to stop. Started sucking the sand out of here. So finish that tomorrow. Get all the gravel out of this tank tomorrow, and then hopefully get them all cleaned up, vacuum out anything that's left in there and get them nice and clean. Try and clean up out here. Set up some temporary lights on the tanks. Now let's, I don't know how much you're going to see. Let's have a look at the big boy. He's already been having a bit of a play in the sand. He's getting a bit happier now. He's having a look at these guys. I've got to clean this tank too, so I'll have to try and do that tomorrow. Now, are you going to see in here? Look at all those fish. This tank had no activity. Now it's hyperactivity. So all the angels are in here. Every fish from the 6-foot tank. Look at those beautiful loaches. The knifey. Hopefully I'll probably I'll leave a bit of a night light on for the fish tonight so they don't get spooked in their new environments. But yeah, that tank's looking good. I just chucked all the wood in there. Just any old how. I don't know if you'll see. Check this out. I'm not sure if you're really gonna see it. I think you can see the ring around that log. So that bit was in the sand, and was above the sand. That's how much all the plecos have munched that log down. That ridge is like probably ½ an inch that they've just munched that log away. Pretty amazing. And then down in this tank, I've got all the fish from the 4-foot tank. So all the tiger bashirs, the Similis cories, the whiptails, the glass catfish, and all the bit of timber and all the plants from that tank are in here. So it is just an absolute jungle. Have a look at that back there. Look at that. Absolute jungle. I'll show you around this side too. Look at that. Holy durly. So, oh, there's the Senegals there. So hopefully they'll settle in pretty quick. They're having a good old explore. Actually, I might do something to cover these holes just for tonight, I think. Yeah, I better do that. Yeah, but I'm going to go and have a shower and go to bed probably. Alright, well, I'll pick the camera up again tomorrow sometime when I've done a bit more. I do actually have to go to Cairns tomorrow as well, so I've got a big day to finish off and head down the city. Here's these two, aren't they beautiful? I love these Senegals. Alright, well, I'll see you tomorrow. So after another 3 hours this morning, both these tanks are empty and cleaned, so they're ready to move out. Actually, I still got to clean out the stuff from under the stand. I have started them, but yeah, clean out the cabinets, and then I can get these moved out. So yeah, nothing changed really down here. I won't wrap this video up yet. What I might try and do is get it tidied up, get some lights on these tanks so we can have a nice look at the fish. Found a couple of baby bashirs in the 4-foot, which was pretty cool to see when I was cleaning out the sand. Yeah, found a couple. Might have sucked up a few, I think. Had a restless night last night. Stressing on the fish. It's always stressful when it move fish, and yeah, especially my tiger bashirs in here. I'm a bit concerned about them. Had one banged on the top a couple of times last night, so yeah, I'm a bit freaked out. About this old fella, because old big cichlids, sometimes they don't handle a move too well, but he's looking much happier today. He's up and about, and looks like he's going to settle in not too bad. Forgot to show that I'd put 2 canisters down here off my other tank, so one's running this tank, one's running that tank, and I also put my other Sun down here, which I've just got running into this 8 foot for now. So yeah, not too different. Like I said, I will wait till get some light, especially on this tank, because yeah, these fish look amazing in this tank. Half tempted to leave them. No, I got plans. Alright, yeah, we'll get that done and then we'll wrap this video up. It's been a couple of days since I last filmed. I wanted to let the fish settle in and just make sure everything was all okay. Put some temporary lights on the tanks. These guys are super hungry. It's feed time, look at them, they're going off. The big fella actually ate a little bit last night, so that makes me happy. He's hiding in the shade there. I did try and feed the tiger bashirs tonight and they didn't eat, so yeah, I'm still a bit concerned with that, but yeah, it's not too bad that they didn't eat tonight. I'd say give them another couple of days and they'll start to eat. I did go to Cairns and bought some more plants, believe it or not. So I bought a couple of more big anubias, so this one here and that guy there. So the Senegal bashirs are loving this tank. They're just exploring through all the plants. They're absolutely loving it. Have a look at, there's another one. I love them fish, they are so cool, but just look at that plant city. Pretty full on, isn't it? I did pick up a couple of red rainbows as well. In there I did actually get a couple of red whiptails as well in there, but you're never gonna see them probably. And Oscar, I probably should take you out and show you the other tank, but check this out. How cool is that? That just looks fantastic. These fish are just amazing, aren't they? It's just so much activity in this tank. I've just put the one light, just got one 5 foot light, 8 foot tank, it's just one 5 foot light, just to put something on the tank to light it up. I'm just getting ready to feed them. There's the food I had for the tiger bashirs. They didn't eat it, I took it out. These guys will devour it. It's gone nice and soft now. But yeah, so that's it. Big job. In the next video, I can't take you out, sorry, and show you the other tank. I just thought of it. I've just got some people here, so I'll show you that next time. Jack's got a friend over, so they're out in that room, so I won't bother them. Next video, not sure what's going to be happening. I suppose the next video will be getting the new tanks in. So yeah, getting these ones out, getting the new tanks in. That's going to happen over a couple of week process. I got to pick one up. When is it? Next, where are we? In a week's time, I got to pick one up, and then the week after I'll pick the second tank up. So yeah, I still got to get the stand finished. I've just got to give them a paint. I'm not putting the doors on the cabinets at the moment. I'm just going to get them into position, and I'll build the doors and fit the doors after the tanks are all on and done. So yeah, fun and games. So much to do. Look at these guys, aren't they fantastic? They are so keen for some food. Here we go. You going to go off? You going to go off? He's watching. He's watching. Okay. Alright, well, I hope you found this video interesting. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.